Welcome to Jackal DIY and Tech. If you need a 24-inch gaming monitor, KTC has a lot of them. I narrowed down the selections to 3 monitors with all of the properties, so let's take a look what the differences are. Since this is going to be budget and best value orientated, let's go with KTC H24T09P. It costs $115. The KTC H24F8 costs $110 and the KTC H24T7 costs $122, with a caveat. The 24T7, I don't know how long this will last, but currently you have a 20% promo and also a $30 coupon. So from the price of $190, last time I made an order, the savings, so the percentages, is applied first, and then the coupon is applied second. And that is how you can get the price down from $190 to $122. Now all of these monitors are 24 inches and they have a fast IPS panel. Now when it comes to the finish, the H24T09P has a glossy finish, the other two have a matte finish. So if glossy is what you want, then you only have one monitor to select from. If you want matte, you have two to choose from. Then we have the resolution. The T7 has a 2K resolution, so 2560 by 1440p. The other two have 1920 by 1080. And then the goodie, the refresh rate. The 09P has 165 Hz, the F8 has 190, and the T7 has 180, and it is overclockable to 185. And mind you, this is all on DisplayPort. HDMI usually just runs up to 144 Hz. The response time, it's the same for all of them, 1 millisecond gray to gray. When it comes to brightness, the first one, the T09P, has 300, the second one, F8, has 400, and the T7 also has 400. This is not implied, it is actually 400 listed in the specs. The contrast ratio, all of them have the same, 10:1, so typical for an IPS panel. The color gamut, basically I would say this is all the same. As for the color gamut coverage, these two are in sRGB, this one is converted down to DCI-P3, so I think this is also the same as 99% sRGB. Now when it comes to HDR, the T09P has HDR10, the other two have HDR 400. Now this one does have that. I'm not sure about the F8, it does say, but I cannot confirm. The adaptive sync, basically all of the monitors now do have FreeSync and G-Sync. When it comes to the ports, all of them have 2 HDMIs and a DisplayPort and audio out, except for the T7. This one also has a USB port for upgrading the firmware. Now, if KTC actually releases any firmware, that I do not know. All of the monitors have tilt and the VESA mount. Again, except the T7, if it's the same as the big brother, the 27-inch version, then it also has the height and the pivot adjustment. Then we have some extras. I don't think any of the monitors have any RGB on the back, but all of them do have the crosshair and the FPS counter, and probably also the black stabilizer if you need it. I do know that the T7 does have that, but I'm not sure about the other two. When it comes to the power supply, all of them have external one, and here when the monitors were available, what I found is that the H24T09P was 2023, the H24F8, this one is new, so this year 2025, and the H24T7 came out last year, so 2024. Now, while I cannot vouch for all of these 3 monitors, I can say that if this one is the same as the big brother, which I actually do have. Now for you in the US, I did not see it listed on Amazon, but this is the price in Amazon Germany, so 154 euros, which would probably maybe be about $170 to $180. It is basically the same. Now what is interesting is that the 24-inch version also has the same resolution. It's a little bit less bright. The color is basically the same. I believe this one 106 is 100% on the color gamut coverage. So the ergonomics, this monitor does have tilt height pivot and also the VISA. Low blue light, flicker free, all of the monitors have that. And also this one does have the game crosshair, the FPS counter and other OSD tools. Now this one I think came out a little bit later than the 24-inch version. Also, if you do want to see the review of the 27-inch version of the monitor, I will leave a link down below and also you can click it on the top. Oh yeah, maybe also all of the monitors have a thumbstick on the back, they do not have any buttons. So let's take a look at the images for the H24T09P. Now one thing that I didn't find is for the panel, if it is true 8-bit or if it is 6-bit and plus FRC, because it just says 8-bit. Now we have the new monitor, the H24F8. Let's take a look at these images. As you can see, not even the marketing material is the same. They do not have any kind of, I would say, standardization what has to be shown on the slides. The HDR400 is advertised. Oh, but supposedly this one does go to 180 Hz over HDMI. Interesting. And lastly we have the H24T7. Yes, I do know the advertised frequency is 180, but you can actually overclock it to 185. The only thing that I don't know is how the 2K resolution actually looks on a 24-inch display because I have never used it. But you can see that the pixel per inch is 123 on a 24-inch monitor as opposed to 109 on a 27-inch monitor. Oh, so this panel, this one is actually 10-bit. So if color is what you want, then this monitor should be your pick. And it has all of adjustability as the 27-inch version. But in this case, as you can see, the HDMI only goes up to 144 Hz. But you do get the stand. Now while the stand is completely made out of plastic, it's very sturdy, and you can also see the test that I have done in the 27-inch monitor review. With everything said and done, which monitor should you get? Well, if the prices stay as they are, that includes all of the discounts, then I would say the 24T7 is the best option. Not only do you get a 10-bit panel, you also get a higher resolution, and not to mention, you actually get a stand that is usable. Otherwise, you may need to get another stand or a monitor arm, which will increase the overall cost. But if you do not get this monitor at a discounted price, then you should take a look at the H24F8. It is cheaper than the H24T09P without any discounts. It is basically the same, but it does have a higher refresh rate, it has better color accuracy, and it also has HDR400 support. Now that is it for this video. If you found it helpful and would like to help out the channel, you can use the affiliate links down below, and we'll do something else in the next one.